Hi, I'm John. I'm the director of the business programs at Gillette College, and I'd like to use this video to tell you about a tool that I think might be helpful to you for developing your new business idea. It's called the Business Model Canvas. It was created by Alexander Osterwalder. This is the Business Model Canvas. It's composed of 9 parts that are the main factors for any business. So an entrepreneur, a business owner, or somebody with a new startup idea, you want to describe in here the main characteristics of the business you have in mind. So it has all the main parts. So I'd like to spend just briefly describing what each part should have. Let's start here on the far right side, customer segments. A customer segment is a group of people with similar characteristics that you might communicate or market differently to. They might want different features of your product and service. So you'd want to be able to talk to them or to market to them a bit differently. So here you'd want to list each of these types of groups. Then let's jump right over here in the middle for value proposition. What is it? What is the reason that you exist? What are you providing better than everybody else for that particular group of customers? So you can link your customer segments with a value proposition. It may not be the same value proposition for each customer segment. It's very possible that each group of customer segment, every segment of that you are addressing may have a different value proposition or combination of values that you are including in your good or service. Then customer relationships is right here in the middle. This tends to be an emotional bond with the customer segment. So for example, cosmetic companies have an emotional bond, not just about a physical products, but about an emotional connection. That is, in a sense, they are selling love, that you will look better and therefore be attractive and be loved, and therefore that's part of the relationship that they are providing. It could be much more mundane. For example, if we're supplying auto parts, then we have a relationship for supplying them very reliably, consistently, a wide assortment. That could be the relationship. Down in channels. So channels it's like a canal. It's the way you deliver both the good or service or the communication about the good or service. So it includes both physically, it could be the trucks that you have to deliver the product, or it could be the internet that is used if it's an internet business for some or all of the business functions. And then it's also the means for communicating. So how are we going to take orders? How are we going to let people know through marketing and advertising? What kind of means are we using here? So that's the channels side of it. Then dropping down into the revenue streams, we have, these are both, they could be two basic ways. One is exactly how are you receiving compensation for your good and service? Is it cash? Is it straight over the counter cash? Or are we using credit cards? Are we using online services to do that? So that's one. How do we get paid? Secondly, it could be you may have streams of different types of services or products. For example, Apple has streams of revenue coming from the iPhones, from the iPads, from various software services. So that would be a way to track the different streams of revenue coming in. Then on the left side, let's start key activities. Key activities are the core abilities, the core activities that your company is doing, that you yourself are taking care of. So if you're a marketing company, you might be doing that. For example, Apple, perhaps with design. They're very much into the design function. So that's a key activity. Or Nike, designing the various footwear. Very important. But not so important for them to produce it, actually, since they are not producing that. Then below is the key resources. Key resources are, what do you need in order to do the key activities? Do you need computers? Do you need marketing people? Do you need programmers? Do you need if you're a car company, do you need a big factory? These are the key resources that you would need. Maybe you need a lot of capital for that, so that, or maybe not. But that would be listed as a key resource. Then key partners, those are the vendors, the partners who provide the other activities, the other resources that you do not have. For example, if you are not cash uh, uh, rich for your venture, then you may need a partner in a bank or a lending institution. If you are not going to have your own trucks, perhaps you'll use EPS, or you'll have FedEx deliver. So these are the partners who will provide the other services that you yourself do not plan to carry out. And then drop down below the cost structure. This is these fall down pretty easily. Once you've figured out everything above, then you can see what does it cost and make calculations for carrying out the activities to produce the product or service.